Happy Monday! Ecclesiastes chapter 3. It's verse 2, but the part that I really want to zero in it on is that it says there's a time to plant and a time to pluck up what's been planted. Sometimes we plant things out of season. A couple weeks ago, I went to go visit my spiritual parents, and they had a compost pile behind their shed. They would throw their fruit and vegetable scraps back there. Well, they threw away some pieces of watermelon. Boom. Up popped some watermelon vines. And those vines produced little baby watermelons. But the baby watermelons never matured because the seeds were planted out of season. They were planted like too late in the season. So they couldn't grow to their full capacity because it wasn't the right season, or it was too late in the season. And often we do that. We try to plant something too soon, or pluck it up too quickly, or wait too long. And living within the will of God, I think sometimes we get confused about what God's will is, because it's His way, His time, and His order. And there may be something that He's called you to, but if the timing isn't right, then it becomes problematic. So I once heard a pastor say that the right thing in the wrong season still ends up being the wrong thing. Getting something too soon could be detrimental, and waiting too long can be detrimental. It's one of my favorite quotes ever. It's by Linden Ravenhill, and it says that opportunities of a lifetime must be seized within the lifetime of the opportunity. You can't take for granted that every open door is going to stay open forever and wait for you to walk through it. If you ever hear battling with your insecurities and whatever it is that you may be going through at the time, your insecurities, your fears, whatever, and that's preventing you from walking through that open door, well, that open door may swing shut. Or someone else who is of equal qualification, or maybe even lesser qualifications, but just has a willingness to go and do it, enough boldness to try, then they may step in and seize that thing. And you could say all day long, well, what's for me is for me. But what's for you can pass you by. Don't get it twisted. It can. It doesn't have to wait forever. That's facts. Like the Bible says that there were faithful believers who did not receive the fullness of their promise. It happens. It happens. It's because their faith was mixed with unbelief. If you mix your faith with unbelief, if you allow that thing to keep you from stepping out, then some things will pass you by. You'll miss your season. You may not plant when you're supposed to plant. You may not pluck up when you're supposed to pluck up. And it can pass you by. Opportunities of a lifetime must be seized within the lifetime of the opportunity. Don't let your opportunity pass you by. Happy Monday.